Hi everyone, welcome to the University of La Verne. This video is designed to get you started, to get you into our portal and to the important links that will be necessary for you to complete your courses. So as you can see, if you're logging in as a current user, you would put in your user ID and password. But if this is your first time, you have two different places you can click. You can click here on the left, login for new users, or first time users over here on the right. So let's see what those look like. Okay, no matter which one you choose, it takes you to the same new user sign up. You will need your 8-digit user ID. So that should have been emailed to you by enrollment management. Put in your last name and you are a student and press OK. Then you'll be prompted to create a password and get started. So I already have a password, so let's get started. So I am currently in my student view of the university portal. And again, yours might be in a little bit different order, but what's going to be important is La Verne email and Blackboard. So important announcements or messages from your instructor will go to your La Verne email. So when you click there, it should open a new tab. I went away from my inbox for reasons of confidentiality, but you can see here that you have a fully established La Verne email. You can see your information here. So what a lot of students do is they have their La Verne emails forwarded to their personal account. And the way that you could do that is by clicking here on Settings, See All Settings. Over here you have some tabs and you would click on Forwarding and then add a forwarding address. So you would put your personal Gmail or work account or whatever it is that you check often, and you can get that where all emails are forwarded to your personal account. All right, let's head back to the portal. All right, now let's look at Blackboard. Okay, so after clicking on the Blackboard icon, I'm now actually in my faculty account. So if anything looks different, I do apologize. There's no way for me to do it in a different way. So over here, you see you'll always be signed in. Your entry point will be the institution page, but you can also click here on your name and change some things about your profile. So you'll see your name, your email address, you can add pronouns, your student ID, which again can be important for a lot of different reasons. And you can also set your settings for your email notifications, push notifications, and stream notifications. You can add additional information if you'd like, contact information, shows my job information, and then you can also put in a profile picture. And I believe you'd be asked to save that before moving on. Now, the next important place to go is courses. Okay, I believe this is the default view, which is over here. You can also choose to do this view, which I prefer because I get to see nice pictures and helps me remember my different courses. So again, this will probably be the initial view, and you don't have any favorites yet. So it'll come in as assorted dates, and any courses that are available for you would be listed there. So let's see what it would look like in the other view. Okay, I adjusted it so my favorites are gone. So let's see what happens when I click to this view. All right, so now it says current courses, and it's going to list pretty much for me anything I've ever taught or been associated with. You should see your course here. If not, you can search up in the bar, maybe put TK and see what pops up. Because again, they are listed by TK, or if you're taking, child psych, you could put in psych. That comes up again. So there's different search options. It'll continue to show your search options until you click out of there. Now, if you've again, this is probably your first time, so I'm not sure what it shows for you for previous courses or upcoming. It's probably just blank. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Blackboard will look like for you as the user. If you do get any messages, you'll see a little number here, letting you know that you do have a message. And then you have to find your course, and I believe it looks like alphabetical order here. Find your course and then click on it and you'll be able to see the message, but you can also do it directly from your course, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. I'm not sure what grades would show on my end because I haven't started any work as a student, but I recommend doing everything through the course. So let's take a look. So in order to have this course come up first, I clicked the little star. And again, you can do that on any course and it'll create a favorites menu for you. For me, who has a lot of courses, I find that easier so I can easily get to my course. Okay, so you'll click on the course here. And I am in student preview mode, so hopefully it looks exactly the way that you see it. Now, whatever tabs you have here on the left have been designed by your instructor. So if something is not available or you click it and there's nothing there, that would have all been set up by your instructor. So you want to make sure to contact them. Now, depending on who the instructor is, you'll have different tabs. I like to keep the announcement tab as my entry point, but different instructors do different things. That way, the most important messages are here that students can review at any time. Now, again, it's up to your instructor if they have a separate tab about them, but that's there for my course. Now, what's really important is the weekly modules tab. Now, as you can see, we're in the second week of the class here, but the way to get into the weekly modules is by clicking on the name of the weekly module. You should see the exact same directions again that you saw on the previous page, followed by all of the things listed in that description. So walkthrough video, syllabus and video, anything like this is linked so that you can download it, and mine opens in another tab, or it might download to your computer. I have a schedule video, a getting to know you quiz. So if you have any quiz links, you would click on it. You'll be provided some information. So this test can be saved and resumed later, has multiple attempts, and provides the due date. And you would click begin to start. Now for my class, this is just a getting to know you quiz. So you can click here on question completion status. As you complete each question and save them, your answers will be saved. So do I go by the name listed? Yes. And what happens for me is when I click on another box, when I go up, oh, it didn't save it. Oh, it automatically saves it when I click back there. So if you notice it didn't save, make sure to go in and save. I'll just put hi here so I can save my answer. Let's look at the question completion status. Oh, it's shaded in two, which means I have one more to go. So depending on, again, what options you have, you can save all of your answers if it's a quiz that's set up to go in multiple times, or you may need to save and submit. But if you can do it multiple times, you can always save and submit and then take it again if necessary. All right, and for me, this opened in a new tab, so I'm able to go back to the Blackboard tab here at the top. And again, depending on your course, you'll have different things that you need to review, readings, videos. For mine, you can click directly on the link. It'll open in a new tab, and that's the readings for the week. Back in Blackboard. Okay, so far we've reviewed all this. Now, what if you're doing a class discussion? Well, instructors, again, set these up, so it depends on where they've set it to go. But if I click here, it takes me directly to the forum. Now, because other students have started to post, I can see their their threads. But if I need to post, I need to click on Create Thread. Now, for me, I got the prompt provided again. Maybe I would put Holly's post. I would type in my information. If I want to add any documents, pictures, anything from my computer, I can do that here by clicking Insert Local Files. I can also maybe put in a YouTube video or SlideShare or Dropbox, right? So you have a few different options there if you're going to add an attachment within your message. Otherwise, you can browse your computer from down here and find what you need. Click Submit, or if you're not ready to share it yet, you can click it and save it as a draft. So what if I need to reply to someone? You would click on their thread. That opens, you should be able to read their thread and click reply, and then follow the same steps as you would in your initial posting, right? You can put in files here or down here, and you would click submit. All right. Let's go back to the week 1 module and look at the journal. So to get back, I click on weekly modules, week 1. And for this, I believe it's our last option. So I click on the journal. Now, it should show me over here if I've done multiple journals. So let's see if that happens. So this journal has no entries. Oh no, where do I? Right here, create journal entry. So again, I would say, hi from Holly. Hi. I can, add anything I need here and click post entry. Now it's showing me I have at least one over here. So if you have to, post numerous times for some reason, you can see all of them and click on all of them from the right side bar. All right. Let's see what else we can cover here in class. So another thing that would be useful if your instructor has provided it is My Grades. And then you will see all of the tasks. For me, I have it set as due date oldest first. So it puts the most current due date, and then it goes all the way through the weekly requirements. And I can see all of my scores as they get graded. This means it needs grading, so it's been submitted. It tells me right here, but I need to wait for my instructor to grade it. Now, this is a good one. What if you see this little in progress? That means you have not submitted. So on my end, I see the same thing as in progress. I don't see a final product, so I'm not able to grade it. So make sure that if you have it in draft mode that you submit before the due date so your instructor can grade it. So I know we were talking about messages before, and notice here I don't see a messages tab. So I would need to go into the main page of Blackboard in order to be able to click on messages, find my class, and get to that message. So hopefully this gave you a clear overview of our Laverne portal, your email, and Blackboard access. Please reach out with any questions. As I'm sure, or hopefully you have been provided University of Laverne employees that can help you through this process. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy Blackboard.